Okay, so what I have here is an Atari Jaguar CD. I guess these things are kind of like hen's teeth, kind of scarce. Anyhow, there's the connector that plugs into the top of it. And then a little bit of nomenclature right there, Sunnyvale Corporation. And let's see, where was this actually built at? Ooh, manufactured by Philips. It does say, I don't know if you can make that out or not. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way to get better exposure happening. So, yeah, there we go. Manufactured by Philips, data manufacturer 9534, so 34th week of 1995. Let's see. Made in the USA. What? How is this even possible? Made in the USA? Anyhow, let's get this thing opened up real quick. I'm going to assume the top actually comes off of it, so I'm going to pop the CD open. Gently, gently. Without losing anything. Okay, we can relatch this. Just don't want to lose that little spring that goes in there for the switch. So I'm wondering, how does this come out? Do I have to remove? Obviously, yes, I do. Answer my own question. Okay, well there's the board out of the Jaguar CD player. I do need to remove this metal shield right here. Pop those guys right off of there pretty easily, I hope, if I can find some suitable turning apparatus. I'm sure they're metric. Okay, so next I need to make a roadmap just so I know where everything comes from and where everything goes, just in case one of the caps is labeled differently than the original cap was. One moment. All right, so I went ahead and made a roadmap of every capacitor on the board with the negative leads being highlighted there, as you can see, and the capacitor values. So, and a lot of these I notice are painted with a certain color to represent a certain value, I guess, during manufacture. They can put these things together much, much easier. So I'm going to go ahead and break open the new cap kit and just verify that all the values are the same or close to the same, and then we will move forward from there. One moment. Okay, so I did go ahead and do inventory on all the new capacitors out of the Console5 kit, and I did inventory these down here as well. Now, there is a discrepancy. The 22 at 16 is going to get replaced by a 22 at 25, and then 3 of the 47s at 10 will get replaced by 47s at 16. So yeah, that's the only difference. They might have had trouble getting those values, but I've got them all laid out, ready to go. So we'll just go ahead and start changing them one at a time, and everything should be good. Okay, now to do the comparison to make sure that what I have on here matches what is actually on the board and that all the polarities got inserted the right way. Well, everything looks good. So I think it's time to put it back together. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and add a droplet of oil to the sled motor and to the turntable motor on the CD mechanism itself. Okay, well, I think I'm done with this part. I just got to reassemble the thing, and then once the Jaguar main circuit board is finished and recapped, we can go ahead and test it. So anyhow, there's part one of the recapping the Jaguar CD unit. I think it's just Jaguar CD, is it not? Jaguar CD, Compact Digital Media Player. Okay, well, hopefully it will be a part two combined with the Jaguar finishing its recap as well. It is currently in the dishwasher. If you want to see that one, I'll try to put a link to it right here. All right, everyone have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.